Hi everyone, this is Owen. Recently is the spring recruitment season. Through the career fair last fall, I actually got interview from 4 different companies, including Almond Salon, UPS, Eli Lilly, and McKinsey. And eventually I got 3 different offers in data scientist, data analyst, and marketing analyst. I know the recruiting this year is extremely challenging with the hiring freeze and the downhill job market. So in this video, I will show you the exact step that I took to prepare for the career fair. Hopefully it can maximize your chance in the career fair. So the first part is before the career fair. There are several things that you really need to prepare in advance. First of all, stay alert. Set an alarm to remind you when the registration for this career fair starts and how to register or sign up for the company slots, because you can never imagine how competitive the job market is, especially this year. For example, at Carnegie Mellon University, usually the slots from some big companies are fully booked only like in few minutes after release. That's crazy. The second most important thing is to draft and print out your one-page resume. This is a must, as you will send out a lot of copies of your resume to the recruiters during the career fair. And I will make a separate video to talk about how to make a top-tier data science resume. Stay tuned. The third thing is cover letter. Most of the candidates don't even care about cover letter, but after asking the recruiters, actually cover letter could be a determinant, a factor on whether your resume or your background are successfully selected from the pool. You can imagine like a recruiters may receive tons of applications and resume in a day, and a cover letter indicating your passions and how you and why you're a good fit for this job can really leave a good impressions and make you stand out. The fourth most important thing is to practice, practice, and practice. Practice what? Practice your tell me about yourself, your elevator's pitch, your self-introductions, or walk me through your resume. This is a must. And also make sure you're familiar with some common behavioral questions. For example, like why the company, why this position, and why this industry, and so on. So some people say, oh, don't worry about it. I already memorized it in my head. That doesn't work. If you have actually attended a career fair, you will know how chaotic it is. People talking around you, people walking through, and there's a lot of different spots for different companies, different people. You will be easily distracted, and you just have less than 10 minutes to talk with the recruiters. High chances are that you will be panicked and lose all the words. So please actually practice in advance with your friends or record videos like this and provide any feedbacks you can have. The next step would be you can start researching and prepare for the right questions to ask the company. After you have signed up for the sections, you can actually start digging deeper into what the company is, what's their products, their customers, their market, and what industry they are in or their recent achievements. Also, very important thing is to go through every bullet points in the job descriptions and think about how your background be related to these bullet points, because those skills, those points are exactly what they are looking for. Last, you can prepare questions specifically targeting this company or these positions, because this will indicate your strong interest in their company, and this way you can definitely stand out. The sixth step would be put down the exact dates, time, and also the location of each company session. In my experience, I signed up for 6 company sessions in a day, so it could be pretty chaotic since every company will be in a different location or slots, and sometimes they may have time conflicts. So make sure you organize them or just put it into a Google Calendar that can remind you, because as I mentioned, it could be really chaotic during that day. And make sure you organize it well and prioritize the companies that you are most interested in. The seventh and the last step, 90% of the candidates didn't do this step, but I think it's pretty helpful. That is, reach out in advance. Reaching out to the recruiters before the career fair can actually help you leave an early impressions, but keep the message very succinct. Just mention who you are, when are you going to the fair, and 2 to 3 sentences describing why you are a good fit. And in the next video, I will talk about what exact things you need to do during the career fair, which is super important as well. So stay tuned and see you soon. So the next big part is during the career fair, what you can do and what you should pay attention to. First of all, dress professionally. I can't emphasize on how important the first impression is. You can also bring a name card attached to the suit and do anything that can help the recruiters easily memorize your name. So before the second step, which is the real case scenario, I assume you already dress up, you already print out your resumes, bring your cover letter, and practice in advance. When you walk to the recruiters, start with a very confident opening introductions and hand in your resume. It's really important to show your confidence and passion from the very start. A lot of people still don't know how to do the cold start because you didn't actually attend a career fair. So now I'm gonna do a simple role play of how you make the first impressions or the opening introductions. And imagine I just walk to the recruiters and then I shake hands with them and then go with your opening like, hi, good morning, this is Owen. Nice connecting with you. Please remember to bring your smile, even if it's a fake smile. So I wonder if you need a copy of my resume, then you can start to break the ice. I actually learned about this opportunity on Handshake, and after going through the job description and talking to the alumni Victor, I found myself pretty interested in this role, and I think my past experience in data analyst would be a great fit. And that's why I'm here today to talk about how I can contribute to your team. Well, this is a strong opening because you introduce yourself, you indicate that you have done research before, you're not going to every company and present it in the same templates, and you also indicates your interest and passions and how you may be a good fit. So the third point is, during the entire conversation, act in a very professional yet interactive manner. Pay attention to how you talk, your posture, your body language, your eye contact, your smile, and make sure you interact with the recruiters like you're having a two-way conversations. For example, you can ask very vivid or engaging company-specific questions and ask about their experience and ask about their team culture, how do they like the company, and what make them stay motivated during the work. These communication skills and your entire presentations are especially important when this job is a client-facing role. And the fourth thing, which I talked about a little bit earlier, indicates in a conversation that you have done XYZ research on which employee you have spoken to. This can actually help you stand out. 90% of the candidates go to the interview just for the interview. They're not even passionate about this company or this role. Just your passions and level of interest can definitely make you stand out from all the resume pool. Ask for the recruiter's contact information. Each recruiter may need to handle like more than 20 or 30 candidates each day on a career fair. So most of the time they would just give you the company materials or let you drop the resume by scanning the QR code. And most of the time you won't hear back from them. Be very bold and proactive. Ask them for contact informations, add them on LinkedIn, ask them for email or name card. It doesn't harm by asking more. And the last thing, which most candidates will ignore, is to ask for the network referral. Wow, you will be surprised by how many opportunities you can gain by doing this. Maybe some recruiters on a career fair are just recruiting for some specific functions that you are not interested in. But like I said, it does not harm to ask for more. You can definitely ask them to refer you to their colleagues who are recruiting for the role you're interested in. For example, last fall at a career fair at Carnegie Mellon University, I was speaking to a recruiter from Almond Salon, and she told me that they are only looking for general consultants. I expressed my interest in data science and took the next step to ask her to introduce or refer me to a recruiters in the tech recruiting departments at Alma Salon. And luckily, she indeed has the connections, her former colleagues who's now working to recruit for the data science position. So through email, she connected that recruiters with me, and 2 weeks later, I got the interview. And 9 weeks later, I got my first offer in data analyst, just 3 months after my program start. Okay, let's come to the final big part. After the career fair, what you can do and what you can follow up to maximize your chance. First of all, don't forget to send a thank you email within 48 hours after the career fair. As I mentioned before, each recruiter may encounter tons of candidates during the career fair, but what can make you stand out? Do remember to send a thank you note with a brief summary of your conversations to remind the recruiter who you are, and also a highlight of your background to indicate why you are a great fit. Sometimes a thank you note is not just about showing your appreciation, but also a very important way to open doors for your future networking. In my experience, I was really surprised by how many opportunities of referral and further discussions I got by just simply sending a thank you note. And the second point is, do regularly follow up with the recruiter that you network with. If you have applied for a role but you haven't heard back like a few weeks later, don't hesitate to reach out to the recruiter that you met on a career fair and indicating who you are, mentioning why your background is a good fit, and then politely ask if they can pull out your resume. This step is definitely my secret sauce of how I maximize my chance to get into Will, because resumes pile up after the career fair. And if you really remind the recruiter who you are and convince them you are a good fit, they can actually pull out your resume earlier. And regularly checking in with your recruiters is also a great way to build relationship and build bridges for your future career. Maybe they not have the position right for you right now, but maybe in a few months or maybe in the next few years when you are looking for the other job. So always stay long-sighted and start to build a good relationship from now on. Right, this is what I want to share with you today. I really understand that job hunting is becoming more and more challenging given the gloomy job market and hiring freeze. But this is exactly why you should become more proactive and build a competitive edge through networking. I really hope that you find this video helpful, and I will be posting more videos about the science Korea, Interville, and my campus life, my MSBA major. And lastly, please comment below if you have further questions, and I will be more than happy to help you answer. Stay tuned and see you next time.